Welcome back to the last episode on the Ibiza Keith Mini. As you know from the previous episodes, we recovered this Mini from Ibiza, brought it back here, realised there was a lot of things wrong with it that need to be done, but I want to show you how the roof came up, which is now it's dry. You can see here it's actually looking quite good. I'm going to give it one more pass over because on the back here you can see there's a little bit there. We're going to give it one more pass over, but we've got the bumpers back and they're looking pretty good. So what we've got to do now is to put everything back on these bumpers and get all the lights back in, but the body shop did a really nice job on those bumpers. We'll get them in the light a bit more. Let's show you in the light a bit more. Here we are. Look at that. It's gonna look $1 million, this car, when it's done. It really is. So let's get everything back on these bumpers, get them fitted back on the car. We're going to give the roof one more going over with the rotary brush. Let's show you what we're doing over here, shall we? I'm quite excited because I'm looking forward to seeing this car go. As much as I love it and as much as I love working on it, it's going to be nice to see this one go. So what we're doing now is we're just putting all the lights back in at the moment. I've got to try and do something with this because unfortunately this is missing the support there, but I've got a glue gun. We're putting the indicators back in. And let's get on with it, shall we? One of the supports for the indicators is missing. It has been missing for a while, but I want to make sure this car is perfect. So what I'm going to do is use a hot glue gun, a sacrificial piece of plastic, and build up a new support for it. That's that one in there. Right, now I'm going to make a little support for the other side here, because as you can see, that's not good. We'll fix that. Right, as you can see what I've done there is because the post to support this is missing, I don't want to put it back in loose. I've just used a piece of plastic and I've glued it to the bumper with a hot glue gun. I've got Spider-Man capabilities right now. And we're going to let that dry and cure, and once it's dry there I'm going to tighten it down here, and at least that will stop the indicator from flapping around with it. It probably won't move, but I just want it to be fixed and secure so that if anyone pushes it, it's not going to fall through or anything. So that's that bit there. So we've got the front bumper ready to go back on now. So we are going to put the bumper on in a little while. I'm now going to get the rear bumper over and we're going to fit the stop lights to that and get ready to put everything back on the car. I'm going to need to put some fasteners underneath, so I will fast forward to this bit because it's going to be quite boring to watch with the fasteners, and then we get the front bumper on, and then we get the back bumper on. So this being the last episode of the Ibiza Keith Mini, I want to explain because I did get a few messages on the last episode, people saying to me, you know that you've rubbed out all of the waterproofing on the roof. A couple of people said to me, and I was like, yeah, I'm fully aware of that, and it was a risk we had to take to get this roof nice and clean. But we are going to re-waterproof it. I've got this stuff here, and we're going to get on and do that. And, well, let's show you around the car, shall we? Because we're done. All I've got to do is waterproof this roof, and we are done with it. So let's turn the camera around. Now what I'm doing is adding a generous coat of the re-waterproofing solution onto the roof to make sure it has good protection from the rain and nothing comes through. I'm paying particular attention to the seams and the joins of the roof as that will be the natural weakness. Say that I'm pleased with the way this car goes, the way it handles and the way everything's gone on it is an understatement. Yes, it's been an expensive venture, but I've learned a lot of things with this car. I learned things with the roof, things that I would not have had the confidence to do before, so it's been a learning experience for me with this car. But it's such a fantastic little car, and whoever gets this car, the new owner who gets this car, I want you to know that this is probably one of the best minis convertibles on the island. In fact, I would say that this model this year, this is the best mini convertible on this island available at the moment. A fantastic little car, listen to that. Whoa! Super bien, as they say in Spain. It's been a nice little journey with this little car. I've enjoyed work on it, and I've enjoyed the end result, and seeing the way it is now and knowing the way it handles and the way it drives, I absolutely love this little car. I think it's brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed watching this little mini series on the Ibiza Keith Mini. It's been a long journey, and I'm sorry I've not included everything in it, but working alone, sometimes it's not possible to always grab the camera. But I hope you've enjoyed the little series. There are many more coming from me. Excuse the roughness of things, but I am learning this, and I'm doing everything from scratch and with zero budget. But I will say that for me, this car has been a very, very special one, because it's one that I've done on this channel from start to finish, and you've seen a lot of what's going on. And a lot of blood, sweat and tears has gone into this car, and a lot of money as well has gone into this car, but it's well worth it, and I think it's time to hit the road and try out our hard efforts. So until the next time, stay tuned to Keithy C's Cars. Don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.